Welcome, sports fans, to another edition of the Lakelands Football Show, presented by the Index Journal. My name is Jimmy Faulkner. Glad to have you with us. I'll turn this over to Michael Christopher.
Hey guys, Michael Christopher, sports editor. I hope my picks will be better this week than last, and hope you guys enjoy the show. Right now, we're going to turn it over to our sports reporters, Sarah and David.
Hey, I'm Sarah Spencer.
And I'm David Roberts. We're both sports writers. We'll be making some picks for you today.
And we got to introduce our special guest, of course.
A man really who needs no introduction. Senator Floyd Nicholson is with us today. He's going to do some guest prognostications for us. We're terribly glad to have Floyd with us today. Go right ahead, Senator.
Well, I'm glad to be here today. In fact, when I heard I was going to be on the show, I called Lennox Loser, to get the predictions. A lot of people probably don't remember Lennox Loser.
I do indeed. It was great.
It was great. I used to enjoy listening to Lennox and his predictions, and everything's great. But I'm just glad to be here today, and I'm just appreciate the Index for having this great sports show, the predictions and everything, and I'm going to get everyone right.
All right. Having said that, let's get right to it. Thursday's games, that's today. We'll start off with 96 versus Ridgeview. Who you got, Senator?
Oh, I think that's going to be a great game. I know 96 been struggling a little bit. Ridgeview is coming in pretty strong. I think it's going to be a tough night for 96. I think Ridgeview might come out on top.
I'm actually going to have to agree. I think 96 doesn't really have the offense. They've struggled the first two games. I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to keep up with Ridgeview, so
right.
I'm with you on this one.
Okay.
I disagree. I've got 96.
Okay.
On to the next Thursday game. We have the Lawrence Academy Crusaders versus Wardlaw Academy. Who you got?
I got Wardlaw Academy. I think they're undefeated going into this game. Lawrence Academy just had one game. They've not been so successful. Don't know much about either team, but I'm going to go with Wardlaw.
You just got a good feeling about it.
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
Agree with the center. I'm going to pick against Lawrence Academy just because maybe it'll motivate them, get that first win on the board. So we're going to pick Wardlaw this time.
Okay.
Again, I hate to, but I'm picking against my daughter's school. I'm going with Wardlaw as well. All right, we're moving to the Friday games now. We have Greenwood Christian School at Spartanburg Christian.
I'm going to go with Greenwood Christian. They have a great program over there. I know they just had one game, Spartanburg 1-1, but I think Greenwood Christian's going to pull this one out.
Not so fast, Senator. I disagree on you. I like picking against them just to motivate them up, get them riled up. Spartanburg Christian's just got a little bit too much. It'll be Greenwood Christian's first road contest, so we'll see how they do, but I got Spartanburg Christian in this one.
I'll take Greenwood Christian.
Okay.
On to game number 2 of Friday. We have Ware Shoals at St. Joseph.
I think both of these teams have a lot to be desired, but by St. Joseph being at home, I think they are going to have a little advantage over Ware Shoals, so I'm going with St. Joseph.
I think that's a good point. I think they pulled off at home. St. Joseph hung around with Southside Christian week 1. Picked up a win last week. I don't think Ware Shoals has the horses.
Okay.
I've got St. Joseph as well. On to the Mid-Carolina game. They are at Saluda this week.
Okay, I think Saluta's up and coming. They've always had a great program down there. I know Mid-Carolina been strong, but I'm going to go with the Saluda Tigers in this one.
I'm actually with you. I think that Saluda, this might be an opportunity to kind of find a rhythm, get going, get into the season. They're 1-1 right now, but I think they might be able to actually pull off another win this week.
Well, I'll make it unanimous because I'm going with the Saluda Tigers as well. How about that? Next game, we got Camden Military at Dixie High School. I'll rattle on a little bit about this one. This is my alma mater. The Dixie Hornets are hosting tonight. They're 1-1. They've got a new program, new coach, new AD, new attitude about their football team. Again, I say, I'll go with the Dixie Hornets.
Still a homer.
Okay.
Every week.
Well, I think I'm going to agree because I know it's been real hot, it's been warm and everything, and I was out in New York the other day and I saw a bunch of hornets flying around in New York, so I think they're going to sting those Camden Military individuals this time.
It was a sign.
Yes.
It really was a sign.
An excellent call and an excellent reason.
Yeah.
All righty then. We'll move on to the Southside Christian School. They're coming to McCormick to play.
Well, in this one, I went down to McCormick last week. You know, they were playing their big rivalry in Lincoln, Georgia. McCormick was glad when Lincoln crossed that line back over into Georgia. Wow.
Back to my territory.
Yeah, they shut them out, I'll tell you. Now. So McCormick has a lot to be desired, but I think Southside is going to have a little bit too much for them.
Another good pick, Southside Christian. They've won 15 straight. No reason to pick against the champs.
Okay.
I got them big.
You guys are on the same page.
Yeah.
I like
That's
it.
good.
I'm with that program as well. I got Southside too. All right, next game we have Clinton at Greer.
Well, I know Greer has not won a game, but they have a lot of potential. They've always had a great program up there. I know Clinton, the Red Devils, always been strong. But I'm going to go with Greer in this game.
Well, that's a good pick, I do believe. They're a strong team, Greer is, and Clinton got a lucky win, in my opinion, last week, although I did pick that luck to happen. That's right. I'll go with Greer. On to Chapman at Lawrence.
Okay, you know, the coach over there at Lawrence is from Greenwood, doing a fantastic job over there with the Raiders. I know they lost the first game, Chapman 1-1, but they're going to bounce back this year. They're going to bounce back this week, and they're going to beat Chapman. I'm going with Lawrence.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You pulled the words right out of my mouth. You stole the show on that one. I'm going with Lawrence too. They were at the other end of the luck last week against Clinton. I think they do bounce back, as Senator says here. I'll go with Lawrence as well. The game of the week involves Abbeville at Emerald High School. What you got, Senator?
Well, it's going to be a big battle over there at Emerald on that new AstroTurf. I know Abbeville been shutting everybody out. I think the defense is not giving up a point. You know, I think one team scored, but was from recovering for a touchdown and everything. So it's going to be a big battle, and I think it's going to end in a tie.
Yeah, so I'll actually be covering this game. So if that happens, I'll let you guys know. But I'm with you when I think that Abbeville's defense is just going to be a little too much for Emerald. I don't know if Emerald has that offensive firepower to really break through Abbeville's defense. You're right. I think people have only scored 7 points on them through the first 2 weeks, and that's a little crazy. So I'm going to go Abbeville in this pick.
Yeah, Senator sounds like he's being politically correct on that one, doesn't he? I've got the Panthers as well. We do have one Saturday game involving Calhoun Falls at Augusta Christian. What you got, Senator?
I'm going to go with Calhoun Falls. I know both of these teams are looking for their first victory. I don't know much about Augusta Christian, but I think Calhoun Falls is going to be up for this game, and I think they're going to come out on top.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you want to tune in next week, we've got another special guest for you. I'm not going to let you know because you'll have to tune in. If you have any questions or comments, you can email us at sports@indexjournal.com. And thank you so much for being here, Senator. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.